What's up, fam? This is your boy ELJEFE, and I am here to bring you my next top 5 true wireless earbuds for under 50 bucks. Now, if you're interested in picking up any of these earbuds, make sure you hit the links in the description box right down below, and this way you can get the latest updated pricing. Now, before we go any further, and for full disclosure, because I like having transparency and honesty with my viewers, all of the earbuds that were included in this list were sent to me by their manufacturers for my honest opinions and review. If this is your first time here and maybe you're not familiar with the way that I do things on this channel, whether I buy the products myself or if a company sends them over to me for review, I'm always going to keep it 100% real with you and let you know whether or not they're worth your hard-earned money. No money was exchanged between me or any of these manufacturers to make this video, so they're going to be watching this video for the very first time at the same time that you are. Now, we are going to be talking about a bunch of different true wireless earbuds, so this is going to be a bit of a longer video. So make sure you grab a drink or a snack, whatever you need, and get nice and comfy. So first, let's talk about all the things that these have in common, and then this way I don't have to be repeating myself about all of these similar features that all of them include. So first of all, they're all going to be running Bluetooth 5.0, so you're going to have the strongest connection quality that you can get. As far as Bluetooth range is concerned, they're all going to be giving you somewhere between 30 and 40 feet, sometimes a little bit more, it just depends. For my friends overseas, that's somewhere between 10 and 12 meters, so right around that type of range. So no issues with Bluetooth connection as far as that's concerned. All of them are strong, all of them can get you through a couple of walls, so you can walk around your house, you can walk around your apartment. It's not going to be an issue. And then as far as video lag or latency, you're not going to experience any video lag or latency with any of these earbuds. So YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, any of that stuff is not going to be an issue. The only time you're going to see any sort of latency with these earbuds is going to be during first-person shooter mobile gaming. So unfortunately, that's something you're still going to experience with pretty much any Bluetooth headphone on the market. The technology just isn't there yet. So if you're playing those types of high-paced first-person shooter games, you're still going to want to stick to your wired earbuds. If you're playing casual games like Asphalt 9 and different games like that, not going to be a problem. Now, all of them feature dual connect, where you can use one earbud while the other one's charging and vice versa in one form or another. If there's any caveats or any restrictions, I'll make sure I'll include it when I talk about that specific earbud, but all of them do have dual connect in one form or another on board. And then as far as controls, they all feature full controls, including volume control. All of these earbuds are carrying an IPX7 rating with the exception of one that comes in at IP65. So as far as all of these are concerned, workouts, sweating, anything like that, not going to be a problem. Now, all of these are using USB Type-C for charging with the exception of one of them, so I'll make sure I'll mention that when I talk about that earbud. And unfortunately, none of these feature wireless charging for the case. So let me give you a couple of honorable mentions really quick. First up, the Soundcore Life Dot 2, coming in at under 50 bucks, and this is something that you can find at Target or at target.com. Now, these earbuds are great, perfect for working out and things of that nature. What kept them off this list, first, is the lack of volume control built into these. Secondly, the fact that they are button control, and it's a button where you have to press them directly into your ear in order to make it work. So that makes them a bit uncomfortable as far as that is concerned, but they do pack some excellent sound quality, great connection. So that's just something that I figured I would give them an honorable mention because it is a pretty good earbud, but it's just simply hampered by lack of full controls. Secondly, it's going to be the KZ-Z1. Now, the KZ-Z1 also come in somewhere right around 40 bucks, and these are packing some of the best sound quality out of any of these earbuds on this list. And if it wasn't for their ridiculously low battery life, they probably would have placed somewhere in the top 3. Now, they only pack 2 hours of battery life and micro USB for charging, so that is really what kept them off of this list. But if you don't care about the 2 hours, then the KZ-Z1 may be something worth looking into for you. So now those are out of the way, let's talk about the number 5 on this list. All right, so coming in 5th place on this list, we've got the Votomy V22. Now, at the making of this video, these come in at $49.99, and they do feature full touch control. Now, they also have a power bank charging case of 2,500 milliamp hours. So that equals right about 150 hours worth of playback time, or an additional 21 charges on the earbuds themselves. Now, by power bank, I mean that you can plug a USB cable into the power bank itself, and then you can use it to like charge up your phone or another device if you wish. Kind of a cool feature to have. And they also feature an LED display that kind of tells you the percentage of the charge of the earbuds. So pretty cool as far as that is concerned. As far as the playback of the earbuds, they did claim 7 hours worth of playback time on a single charge. In my own personal testing, I managed to pull 6 hours and 17 minutes at 75% volume. So pretty good, and right along the lines of the claims that they are making as far as the battery life is concerned. Now, one thing I do have to mention about the dual connect, they do have it, just like I said at the beginning of this video. This one is going to be one of those dual connects that where you make the switch switch, the music does stop, but it does reconnect, and then you can continue playing. So it is still fairly seamless, but it isn't perfect. But I'd rather have it like this than not have it at all. Am I right? And then as far as the volume and the sound quality is concerned, now as far as volume, these are going to come in at a 9 out of 10 on my scale. So that's going to be one of the loudest earbuds that I've tested in all of my testing. Super, super loud. As far as listening for me comfortably is anywhere between like 50 and 65%. So there is a ton of volume here, a ton of overhead. So if you're a volume junkie or if you're somebody who's hard of hearing, these are definitely going to have you covered as far as volume is concerned. Now, as far as the sound quality itself, and here's going to be the reason that put these into the number 5 spot. Now, they have deep bass, strong punch, very strong bass, but the mids are very recessed and the treble just doesn't have that much clarity. So it's what they call a deep V, where you have this huge bass boost and then you kind of have a treble boost to it, so it's kind of V-shaped like this. But there just isn't a lot of treble clarity, and that is something that I personally like to have in my earbuds. But for some people, they really don't care about that. They just want loud volume and a ton of bass, you know, to trap out, listen to whatever they're going to listen to. So this is going to have you covered if that's the type of sound that you are looking for. But now let me give you a quick call quality clip, and that way you can have an idea of what phone calls sound like with these earbuds.
All right, so here we have the call quality test for the Votomy V22 in a quiet environment. So test, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. And here we have the call quality test for the Votomy V22 with a simulated crowd noise that you can hear right here. This is what these would sound like in a crowded and noisy environment.
All right, so let's move on to the number 4. So in this spot, we've got the SoundPeats TruShift 2. As of the making of this video, these are coming in for $45.99, and they also do feature full touch controls. Now these also have a power bank type of case with a 3000 milliamp hour battery, but with these, for some reason, you're only getting an additional 16 charges out of this case. Not sure what's going on there, but that is what they are claiming. And then as far as playback time with the earbuds themselves, they did claim a 6-hour playback time. In my own personal testing, I got 5 hours, 39 minutes at 75% volume. So that puts us right in line with the claims that they're making for that playback time. And then as far as the volume and sound quality is concerned, as far as volume, these are going to come in at a strong 8 out of 10. So still plenty of volume. Not quite as loud as the Votomys, but they really don't need to be. So for me, comfortable listening with these guys is going to come in somewhere between like 55 to 75%, right around there, depending on the genre. Still way more than enough volume for whatever you might need. So once again, volume junkies or people that are hard of hearing, these are still going to have you covered. And then as far as the sound quality is concerned, so these are going to be a bit different than the Votomys. Now you're still going to have very strong punch, very strong sub bass, but you're going to have more of a neutral mid, so you still get some decent mids, and you're going to have a bit more of a treble boost. So you're going to hear a bit more clarity in the sound. You're going to hear a little bit brighter in the vocals. You're going to have slightly more sound stage, so the sound isn't so closed in. So overall, I am very impressed with the sound quality of the TruShift 2. But now let me play you a couple of call quality clips, and that way you can tell what the phone call quality is going to be with these earbuds.
All right, so here we have the call quality test for the SoundPeats TruShift 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is what the call quality would sound like in a quiet environment. And here we have the call quality test for the TruShift 2 in a simulated, noisy, or crowded environment. Test, 1, 2.
And now let's move on to third place. And in third place is one that's making now its third appearance in my top 5 list. They just can't knock it out. And that is the Mpow M5, also known as the Mpow T5. Now these are coming in for $49.99, and these do feature button controls. Now these are one of the older earbuds on this list, so they are going to have button control, but it is full control. You still get, you know, volume control and all of everything. And they're also micro USB, the only one on this list. So just have to throw that out there. Button controls and micro USB. So just be aware. As far as the case is concerned, you're getting an additional 36 hours worth of recharges. So right about 6 recharges on the earbuds themselves. As far as playback time is concerned, they claimed 6 hours on a single charge. But surprisingly, in my own testing, I managed to pull 6 hours and 37 minutes out of these earbuds at 75% volume. So they actually exceeded what they were claiming on their website. And then as far as the dual connect is concerned, just like I said, all of them have dual connect, but this is going to be the worst implementation of it out of all of these earbuds. It is kind of clunky. So this is one of those ones where you pair them initially to your device and you have to make sure that you're giving them a chance to give you the second prompt to pair the second earbud. So when you do make that switch, when you pull one out and you put it in the case, the music is going to stop and then it has to repair to the other one and then you can continue the music. So it is a bit clunky. It is there. I'd rather have it than not have it, but it's just not as seamless as the other ones on this list. Now, as far as volume and sound quality is concerned, these come in at a strong 9 out of 10 on the volume scale. So these pack a lot of sound and a lot of volume. So just like the others, you know, if you just need that extra volume for whatever reason, they have you covered. For me, comfortable listening with these guys is coming in anywhere from 50 to 65%. You know, anything above that, and it's just too loud for my own ears. My hearing is getting a bit more sensitive, so I'm trying to take care of my hearing. And yeah, these get super, super loud. And then as far as the quality of the sound is concerned, this is what keeps these coming back. Now, in my original top 5 list, these took the #1 spot. So the sound quality on these is really, really good, like highly impressive. Now, mind you, this is despite Mpow coming out with numerous new versions, you know, the M9, the M7, the M20, the M30. Despite all of those, these are still the #1 as far as I'm concerned for sound quality from Mpow. So strong, clean sub bass, good punch to it, excellent mids, and nice bright treble, good vocal clarity. So really whatever genre you throw at these, you're gonna have a great time. These are one of those earbuds that you put in your ear and you don't wanna take them off. So as far as sound quality is concerned, these things seriously bring it. But before we go any further, let me give you a couple of call quality samples, and that way you can have an idea of what these sound like for phone calls.
All right, so here we have the call quality test for the Mpow M5. This is what it sounds like in a quiet environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. And here we have the call quality for the Mpow M5 in a simulated noisy environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2.
And that brings us to second place. And in second place, making their very first appearance on my channel, is going to be the Bomaker Sifi 2. Now, these are coming in at $45.97 as of the making of this video, and they do feature full touch controls. As far as the case is concerned, these are bringing the smallest case out of this entire video. So very pocketable, very small. You can even fit it into that small coin pocket in your jeans if you wear jeans. So kudos to them for making a nice small case on these guys. And then as far as the case is concerned for battery, they do give you an additional 30 hours worth of playback time. So that's right around 4 or 5 charges on the earbuds themselves, depending on how much you use them. As far as the earbuds themselves, they did claim a 7-hour playback time. In my own testing, I managed to pull 6 hours and 20 minutes at 75% volume. So right where they should be as far as battery life is concerned. And then as far as the dual connect feature that these do have, this is one of the most seamless on this list. You can seamlessly switch between them however you want. They pair up super quick. I mean, usually, you know, you put one in the charging case, and then when you go to pull it out, by the time you get it to your ear, the music is already playing. So that is a very, very solid connection. And then as far as the volume and the sound quality, as far as volume, these are coming in an 8 out of 10. So none of the earbuds on this list are slouches as far as volume is concerned. So tons of volume. For me, comfortable listening is coming in somewhere around 60 to 75%. No issues as far as volume. If you're watching videos, you have any, you know, low dialogue, anything like that, not gonna be a problem. They've totally got you covered in that department. As far as sound quality is concerned, now this is where these most impressed me. Now I heard a lot of good things about Bomaker from my boy Gameski, so I definitely had high hopes for them, and they did not disappoint. Strong, punchy sub bass, nice and rich sound, good mid-range, good for vocalists, good for instruments, very good for rock music as well, and hip-hop, trap, EDM, all of it. And great treble, but it isn't overly bright or too much clarity, so it rolls off right at the right moment, and it sounds very, very good. I am truly impressed with the sound quality of these earbuds coming in at this price. So much like the #1, these Bomaker Sifi 2s can give pretty much any earbuds under $100 a run for their money. Excellent sound quality. And these, like I said, a bit more bass, strong in that sub bass. So if you've got music that has strong sub bass, or like if you're watching a movie with like explosions or like that ground rumble sound, Truly, truly impressive. So before we go any further, let me give you a couple of call quality clips of the Bomaker Sifi 2 so you can see what they sound like for phone calls.
All right, so here we have the call quality test for the Bomaker Sifi 2. So this is what they would sound like in a quiet environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. And here's the call quality for the Bomaker Sifi 2 in a simulated, crowded, noisy environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2.
And then we have the #1 spot. And in the #1 spot, and coming back as the returning champion, is going to be the FIIL T1X. Now these guys are coming in at $49.99 and they do feature full touch controls. As far as the case is concerned, these are going to give you an additional 20 hours worth of playback time. As far as the earbuds themselves, they claimed a 6-hour playback time. In my testing, I managed to get 5 hours and 30 minutes at 75% volume, so they've got you covered as far as that battery life is concerned. Now, much like the Bomaker Sifis before them, the dual connect feature on these is excellent. Just like the other ones, when you make the switch them back, no issues whatsoever. The music just continues and you can keep the party going. So a great implementation of the dual connect feature. And then as far as the volume and sound quality, now these are coming in at an 8 out of 10. So comfortable listening for me is just going to be right around 60 to 75%. Plenty of volume, just like all the others. So all of them are going to have you covered in the volume department. Now, where these truly shine and what keeps these in the #1 spot is the sound quality. Now, these are slightly different. So this isn't a super bass boosted type of sound. They have strong bass, accurate, very tight, very good sounding, with even some very decent sub bass to it. But where they really come through is in that mid range. So the mids, I'm a mids guy. I love having, speakers and headphones and earbuds that have a strong mids. So they give you good vocal, good clarity, good for instruments, good for guitars, good for string instruments. So excellent. Good treble as well. And good clarity and detail, and actually some fairly decent soundstage. And that soundstage is what really surprised me about these earbuds. Any genre that you threw at these, they handled it without any issues. And on top of that, the FIIL app. So they do have an app for these earbuds. It's available on the Apple App Store and on the Google Play Store. And that gives you access to like different EQ settings and EQ controls. And you can also, toggle on easy mode for your controls and even a low latency mode. So they've got all of those features built into that app as well. So that adds even more value to this $49.99 price tag. Now, last but not least, let me play you some call quality samples. And this way you can have an idea of what these sound like for making phone calls.
And here we have the call quality test for the FIIL T1X in a quiet environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. And here we have the FIIL T1X in a simulated crowd noise environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Now, with all of that said, and that's what cements the FIIL T1X as the #1 spot. But all of the earbuds on this list that I've talked about are excellent choices. So they all bring something slightly different to the table, and this way you can kind of make the best choice of what's going to work best for what you need. Now, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, any of that sort of stuff, leave that in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to connect with me or the El Jefe community a little bit further, I did open up a Discord server for all the Jefe fam. Just make sure you follow the rules and you click that little green box, and you'll have access to the full server. So come through, say what's up if you want to just, have chats and conversations with other people who are into this sort of audio technology. Now, last but not least, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for letting me bring you my top 5 list. Thank you for checking out this video and letting me try to share my expertise and my experience with these earbuds with you. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button along with that small notification bell. This way you never miss any of my upcoming videos. With all of that out of the way, I hope you have an awesome week. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, stay inside if you can, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.